Welcome to Brawlhalla.
And now starting off our game mode, we have Interstella going up against TruckStop. TruckStop, for some odd reason, logging in Lord Rex. I don't see that often. Not ghostly at least. Maybe in other community tournaments, other people have seen it, but not me. Not too often. Normally it's a troll pick and stuff. But we do have Interstella on the battle boots. Now, this is likely a new pick for Interstella in Ghostly. We have not seen him play battle boots before. Not even in the Snowflake 2v... Not the Snowflake 2v2, but not even in the 1v2, where we got to have battle boots allow and the TruckStop with a nice instinct to get Interstella out. First, I wasn't even able to finish my thoughts. We have Interstella on battle boots. New pick for him in Ghostly. While we have TruckStop. Lance is nothing new. Oh, Interstella getting the up dodge, getting the instinct, and the down tick right afterwards. Immediately taking the stock off of TruckStop. Man, hold on. Let me run that back right quick. Let me even up the stocks. Let's have even slate here.
I don't know if he has any preference for battle boots, so regardless so far, he does have the battle boots in hands. He didn't try to prime guns, managing to dodge the down stick. Man, almost got caught by it with a nice dodge, managed to avoid it, but TruckStop still putting on this pressure, almost getting the Lance there. Interstella is still hanging on just by a thread. That would be deadly. TruckStop with a good stare, keeping Interstella off stage now, applying pressure with those blasters. Going for a point blank recovery. Interstella is not getting caught by it. Well, not yet. At least catching on there into recovery. Nice string. Getting some damage, but it's going to take much more than that to take the stock off of TruckStop. As TruckStop with an instinct. Managing to take the second stock off of Interstella. Now having won this last. While Interstella, not too much work needs to be done. We do have... Okay, I go inside for a second. I thought TruckStop almost got the ground pound there. We do have some pretty good attack coming out from Teska here, rocking the 7th base, but Interstella taking a heavy amount of damage against TruckStop right now. Might be going down just one more sig, considering the depth zones on... Oh, that could have been a clip. Considering the depth zones on... What is this map exactly? I forgot what this map is. Yeah, Fortress of Lions. The depth zones of Fortress of Lions are pretty small. I've seen people get taken out by a haymaker at Orange on this map. And there's still a nice charged up instinct off that gravity cancel, managing to make it back. Somehow not getting hit by TruckStop's there. It gets it wore off before Interstella drew out the instinct. Interstella managed to even up the stock count, getting a nice string. No! Oh! Interstella almost getting the 0 depth. TruckStop with the downlight, going for the recovery, trying to get some style points there. Now on the Lance, gets hit by the instinct. Interstella with recovery lightly. Was a missed input. Probably want the ground pound. Now stuck off stage. TruckStop been able to catch the down recovery. Interstella almost gave the 4-piece, but TruckStop with a point blank recovery managed to take game number 1. Oh, they're immediately going into their game 2 as well. I wasn't even able to catch replays. I didn't even have the scoreboard set up, so let me get that set up as well. TruckStop. Okay, we got that set. Legend icons are not set up right now. At least I did want to make sure that the files were like they picked the most recent. But I forgot to turn off right set, so my apologies. But to start
with this game number 2, we do have Interstella now switching to Scarlet instantly, knowing that he cannot do any other picks but Scarlet other than his main. That Scarlet is Interstella's main, so he should be doing much better than he has been on Teska. Even though he did get a close game on Teska, unable to get the ground pound. Because if he was to get that ground pound off with TruckStop was doing recovery or whatever weapon you had at that that last stock, he likely would have had to win there. But TruckStop not going to let that happen. Did manage to take game 1. And also managing to take the first stock off of Interstella going into this game number 2. As Legend Icons manages to update. We have TruckStop with a stock lead so far, while Interstella managed to pick up the hammer. You're going to miss the side stick while TruckStop is trying all these lance attacks. Interstella trying to get the recovery off of Truck. Truck with a compound. Interstella now on his last stock already going into his game number 2 against Truck. Now I did say that he do much better on Teska than on Scarlet than what a lag spike. That he do much better on Scarlet than he did Teska, but I guess I lied because he's doing much worse TruckStop getting all the damage built up onto Interstella right now. Interstella looking to get a weapon, picks up the hammer, but at this point, what can he do? Getting caught by the downlight recovery, that's utter destruction. As TruckStop takes game number 2. Oh my gosh. Just the complete annihilation coming out from TruckStop as Interstella switches his pick to Artemis going on to this game number 3. Wow. As we move on to game 3 here, we have Stella now rocking the Artemis. TruckStop standing still at first, lightly trying to get something adjusted going into this game number 3 here, lightly going for the 3-0 against Interstella. However, Interstella did switch that side. Side is pretty fast. Reframes. It did catch. Did it catch a glitch? I'm talking about patch 7.3, not the most recent one, the last patch. Wasn't paying attention. I didn't do that much research. I only did research at the player stats. Downlight recovery from TruckStop, taking the first touch off of Interstella. Now going to the second. TruckStop barely touched on Interstella on this Artemis here. Catching a there to start off his stock there into Sand right afterwards. That's some good damage. TruckStop still alive. However, just almost got to the 0 to death. Interstella getting the ground pound, but it's not going to send off stage as TruckStop with a full string. But Interstella in orange. Interstella getting to touch the stage. Going down. TruckStop now having a 2-stock lead and just a down single away from being taken out from either Interstella or even a side stick coming out for Interstella's lance. Interstella attaching a full string sidelight nair recovery, taking a stock. But what can he do at this point, knowing that TruckStop is a formidable force to be reckoned with, while Interstella just on this lance just doesn't know what to do? Like, man, this is literally like an NPC right now, jumping around, doing nothing like bots do. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of unnecessary. I just had to say it. But TruckStop is getting some good damage with those blasters right now. Downlight there, with just one down recovery away for taking Interstella out, put him into the losers bracket. 3-0, Interstella with a dare, make it double. Man, he put Trunk on his last good chance of making the comeback here against TruckStop. However, on this lance, his only option here is a 0 to death because if he's to take any time up, hold on, going for the ground pound, that could have been it. Testing his luck, TruckStop did not get lucky, got the tentacles coming out of the well. That might be a sign that he might lose the game. Interstella with the dare. TruckStop unable to make it back. Interstella with the restock as he takes game number 3. Wow, Interstella taking that game 3 by storm. Not willing to go down 3-0 against TruckStop. Then again, TruckStop did slip up a bit. Still on the Vrax pick. As we see, Interstella still rocking Artemis as well. Likely knowing that that's the pick that he has to stick to if he wants to win this set. Going on to our game number 4 here.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
As we saw for game 4, TruckStop tests his luck again. Not willing to take the burrito that Interstella offered. That's crazy. Interstella is getting some good side hits in so far. TruckStop trying to get Nair through, but Interstella managed to dodge back, almost catching that Nair. TruckStop dodging in and down. Alright, Interstella starting to take a little bit of damage here. Going to retreat to the wall, not trying to get back to stage. Not right now, as TruckStop went for the ground pound, but Interstella is not going to take the hit. Not even going to take the bait. Not even trying to touch the wall. Doing his best to stay on stage. Gets a GC side sig. Oh my. Managing to catch off the ground. I am surprised that even hit. TruckStop probably jumped into it last second thinking that Interstella was going to do it instantly. Even though it was a slight charge on that side sig as TruckStop gets the downlight recovery. Going to be enough to KO Interstella and play him onto his second stock. But Interstella, oh, never mind. What about to say he got some damage in, but he barely got any hits in at all. Onto TruckStop going to his second stock as TruckStop gets the true combo. Got Interstella stuck off stage. Interstella just trying to figure out what he could do. Goes for the the stare to the wall. That's double there. Ground, no! There, no! Oh! Okay. Interstella almost had that. He could have had the stop. Your mic is so buggy. Hold up. Let me hear for myself. Your mic is so buggy. Hold up. Let me hear for myself. Yeah, it does appear to be a little bit buggy. Thank you for letting me know. Unfortunately, it is the one thing I have to stick to because, well, I was supposed to get a new mic last week, but I mean, my mom told me to wait. We went to Best Buy, and since she told me, like, don't ask her about it, I didn't bring my headphones. So that's an L on my end. My apologies. Well, looking back into the match, we do have Interstella taking the second stock off of Truck, now having him onto his final stock going into this game number 4 here. Over, he started off with an inlight, make it double, catching the read. Truck stock going for the downlight off the edge, not picking up the weapon just yet, picking up the blaster, but Interstella with all this damage built up on the Truck, as Truck seemingly struggling against Interstella. Interstella going deep for the save to end it off. Didn't catch it. And while we have Truck Stop still alive, not getting hit by the near recovery, but still getting tossed around like a rag doll across the stage. Gets his recovery broken into ground pound as we move on to our game 5, going on to our first set. Wow. Game 5 already going on to our first set. That's wild. Oh, did I switch the scenes on accident? Oh, I did end up lagging my scenes. Okay. Where's gameplay? Have they gotten to the next game? Yeah, they get to the next game, so I don't care. Just show the rest. I'm sorry. As we have shortstop switching the hologram.
3, 2,
Where's my match starting,
1,
Fluffy Ninja?
brawl!
Hold on, I have not checked the brackets yet. Brackets have not been explored. We do have to cast our game 5 here, where we have Truckstop now on his main, now on the Ogre pick, as we have double lands coming through. Interstellar versus Truckstop for this game number 5. I didn't expect this to go to game 5. Quite literally, I thought this was going to be like a 3-0. But Interstellar breaking the mold, managing to find a solution against Truckstop. Apparently has some type of download onto the fight him. Catches the point blank side sig. Man, I am dehydrated. Let me get some water after this set. Catches a point blank side there side sig onto Truckstop. Truckstop did manage to build up some damage though. Going for the recovery, got the ground pound. They're still alive. The game beat in his favor as he did get sent upwards to the side. Going for a ground pound with a Truckstop. Risky move. Paid for it. Truckstop now went to a second stock here. I mean, not Truck. Interstellar now went to a second stock here, getting hit by 2 stairs. To start off, yet to pick up a weapon. Picking up the side whip for the Insig as well. The instant Insig. You can tell that he's trying to get the kill as soon as possible. But Truckstop with all this damage almost catches the read. He does get reversed there. Now on to his second stock. Russell Legal, thank you for letting me know about the buggy mic, by the way. I'm just going to ask my mom if we can go out for him tomorrow. So appreciate it. Appreciate you looking out. Alright, Interstellar. Now to the second stock. Watch Truckstop on the second stock as well. We have Interstellar needing to put some damage on. We have Truckstop having Interstellar on his last stock already. Mance was like, okay, you beat me, what, twice on Rex? And now, I guess that's lag? I guess that's... Either his controller got DC'd or he lagged. I'm not going to take the replay of that last stock. As we see here, that was a pretty close set between those two players. We have a 3-2 coming out from Truckstop on to Interstella.